What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to talk about the Miami Heat and do they have what it takes to compete for a championship this season. Let's get into it. So, as y'all know, the Miami Heat were in the finals last year in the bubble against the LA Lakers and lost. They could have kept it close, but they had a lot of injuries in that series that held them back. So the Miami Heat started off this year kind of slow, started off this season kind of slow, losing a lot because they had a lot of injuries, a lot of COVID issues. So they had a lot of players missing games. So that's why they were losing games and productivity. But when they got all their players back, when everyone kind of regrouped, came back from being hurt or COVID issues, they started winning. And they've been winning lately, a lot of games. So they're on the track back to where they were last year. And I think if they can keep this pace up, they definitely can compete for the East, if not for the championship. And why do I say that? Because they have a great forward, Jimmy Butler. He can do a lot. He's like a miniature LeBron, not as great obviously, but he can still pass. He can shoot when he needs to. He can be clutch when he needs to. He just has the ball in his hands when it matters most, and he normally does something good with it. So that's why he's a great player. He should be an all-star, but because of their record, that's why he's not. But at the end of the day, Jimmy Butler really does lead that team. He's the leader of that team, and he has that Miami Heat culture, you know. And they have the shooters, Tyler Hero, and Duncan Robinson. They have another white guy, probably another white guy somewhere in the locker room. They have a lot of guys that can shoot. They have Andre Iguodala that can play defense. They have a lot of key players around that aspect. Bam Adebayo, the post player, you know, he's an all-star. Was last year, he's not this year, but he still has an all-star caliber game. He can work you in the post. He can shoot your mid-range. They just have a lot of players that can mix a lot of things. A lot of mixture of skill sets that lead into their productivity of the Miami Heat. And to go along with all that, they have that Miami Heat culture where they're just anxious. They're just always playing defense, always playing their best, always giving it their best at every game. And that's why they're always competing in every game. And it goes from the top, their head coach, Eric Spoelstra, one of the best coaches in the NBA in my opinion. He took a team where no one thought would even be in the playoffs, Miami Heat. He took them all the way to the finals. So, I mean, he's doing a lot of work. He's definitely helping that team out. But at the end of the day, they've got to keep winning games because they're still in the back of the playoff race. But they need to keep moving forward, keep winning games because the Boston Celtics are struggling. Other teams are struggling. It's now their chance to make their way back up the standings in the East. And by doing so, I do think, as I said before, they can definitely compete for a championship. It's going to be a little harder this year because you have the Nets and you have the Philadelphia 76ers playing really good, and obviously the Bucks. But I don't know, there's something about that Miami Heat mentality that just awakens opponents and scares them and gets them ready for the next game. So I don't know. That's all I got to say on that one. The Heat are dogs. They're a bunch of dogs, and they're ready to play against anyone. If you're an NBA fan and you watch the Heat play, you're not going to watch them and see them not hustling. They always hustle for every ball, for every opportunity. They shoot well. They play defense well. They do everything right with a great competitive edge. And that's what always gives them the front in every game that they play. So, hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you're a Miami Heat fan, let me know in the comments what you think of this video. If you're just an NBA fan in general, do you think the Miami Heat have a chance at competing in the East, if not for an NBA championship this year? So let me know in the comments, and be sure to like this video and subscribe.